What's good, team? Right now, I'm going to bring you guys another top 10 video today. And today's top 10 video is going to be the top 10 cards that need to get banned/limited. Now, the reason why I want to make this video is because Konami is completely fucking random with the ban list. And with that being said, I felt like, I haven't dropped a ban list video in like 3 months, and Konami can drop a ban list at any time. So I thought I should get my thoughts on cards I personally feel like should be banned/limited. So without further ado, let's begin. Starting off with my number 10 card, Speedroid Terrortop. Speedroid Terrortop is an OP fucking card. It is pretty much a free rank 3. It's arguably better than Tour Guide and Underworld, and the card ultimately should be at 1. Card effect basically reads, if you control no monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is no roll special summon, you can add 1 Speedroid monster from your deck to your hand, except Speedroid Terrortop. You can only fetch Speedroid Terrortop once per turn. So essentially, you open up your Terrortop, special summon, grab your Speedroid Terrortop, special summon, and you got a free rank 3. Tour Guide was fucking hit to 1, and it was a normal summon monster. So why is the card as a special summon not hit? I mean, Konami reprinted this card as the ultimate, and usually Konami has a trend of reprinting cards and hitting them in the tournament pack series. So I'm thinking Terrortop is a good likely candidate to get hit to 1 and or ban. The card is just OP at what it does. No cards. I'm one of those believers that nothing should be free and everything should be worth for it. Yeah. So number 10, Speedroid Terrortop, banned. Number 9, I got Dante Traveler or the Burning Abyss. So this motherfucker right here. Okay, Burning Abyss has been a deck for 3 years. 3 years. The deck was released in, I believe, 2013. And I personally believe, like, while the deck was really good and it had its time, no deck should be relevant for that long. Everything should be cycled in and out of formats. And I believe, no matter what Konami hit in the deck, like the limit of Graph and I believe Skarm is the other guy's name, the deck is still powerful because of Dante Traveler Burning Abyss. You go into your Dante, you make your to release the Beatrice, and Beatrice, when she dies, you go into that Pilgrim guy. Deck is still kind of relevant. It's still pretty playable. So I personally believe Dante, while the Burning Abyss is not the best deck, the deck has had its time, and it's time for Dante to get hit down to 1. I don't believe it should be banned because it's still a good utilization card in decks like Spirals or Chaos decks if anyone wants to play a Chaos deck. But I just personally feel like Burning Abyss as a deck should just be dead, and the fact that PK Fire is a thing is ridiculous. They should not have access to Dante and all the BA monsters. So yeah, on this list I have Dante at number 9 because his deck should just not be as relevant as it used to be. Number 8, Solemn Strike. Now I have Solemn Strike on this list because it is way too good. It's arguably better than Solemn Warning, and I believe it should be at 1. Solemn Strike. When a monster or monsters will be special summoned or a monster effect is activated, you pay 1500 life points, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. What is there not to like about this card? The reason why it's arguably better than Warning because you can have it on the field, and let's say for example if your opponent goes first, make a Herald, you can, if you draw the Warning can't stop Herald because Herald's on the field. But if you draw the Strike, you can set your Strike, bait out Herald's effect, negate its effect, and kill that card. Strike has tons of utilization outside of just stopping the summon. It hits effects on standby. Very good to hit hand traps. It's very good to hit. It's best against pendulum decks when they pendulum summon. You hit their scale when everything goes to the graveyard. So with the fact that it can negate monster effects in the field, it can hit hand traps. It's just a very powerful card in general. I don't think Konami realized how powerful the card was until they actually start seeing competitive play. It is a staple. There's no reason not to play 3. So with that being said, Warning's at 1, and this card should be at 1 and or banned, just due to the fact that it's better than Warning. Some people don't even play Warning; they just play 3 strikes to be done. Number 7, Pot of Desires. Now, I know I'm probably gonna hit a lot of people and get some dislikes on this part, but I don't give a damn. Pot of Desires is an OP fucking card. It is Pot of Greed 2.0. Gains an insane amount of advantage, and it should be at 1 per deck. Reason why I say it should be at 1 instead of 3 because a lot of people play 2 to 3 in a deck. Most hero decks play 2, but majority of players like ABC and Cosmos, etc. play 3 of this card because you want to open it up turn 1 to draw the 2. Now with that being said, I personally believe, like, with it being 3 and you being able to open it up very easily, that's what makes it very powerful. But if you limit it to 1, it could be pretty much a dead draw mid to late game, because if you banish 10 cards from your deck mid to late game, 30 minutes to a round, 40 minutes to a round, you might just deck yourself out. So I believe Pot of Desires had the right idea of being a more balanced Pot of Greed, but it just being at 3 is just too insane. There is no argument to deny that when if a player opens up Desires and one person doesn't, the player who opens Desires has a huge amount of advantage over the other player. Just drawing that 2 is really amazing. So on this list at number 7, I had to have Pot of Desires because it is just that powerful. Number 6, Psy-Framelord Omega. Now this card should be, I had this card at number 6 because it is very powerful. If you make 2 to 3 going first, it can just win games by itself. Effects basically read: once per turn during either player's main phase, you can banish this card from the field and 1 random card in your opponent's hand phase up into your next standby phase. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can target 1 banished card, return it to the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 card and either player's graveyard, shuffle both that card and this card into the graveyard. So this card can just eat at your opponent's hand. I've played in a synchro-centric deck, just spamming out 2 Psy-Framelord Omegas, and it was just dumb. So with that being said, if they open up 2 to 3, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose. It's a very powerful combo that a lot of synchro decks will make. And honestly speaking, since it's that powerful, spit it at 1 doesn't deserve a ban, and the deck will be the card will be pretty fair. Number 5, Skill Drain. Now, Skill Drain probably gonna hit a lot of people with an awe because a lot of decks are not running Skill Drain, but because decks are not running Skill Drain, that does not mean the card is not powerful. The card single-handedly wins games by itself, shuts off almost every mainstream deck in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And it should be banned. This is a very unfair card. You pay the 1,000 life points and you get the effects of all face monsters on the field, and monsters who try to activate their effect while it's on the field. So essentially, it brings you to a vanilla game set of Yu-Gi-Oh! And again, some decks this card can be very powerful, and also in certain decks like Cleforce, this deck could just steal games that they should not be winning. And I am a firm believer that cards that just steal games should not be legal. So, and on this list, number 5 has Skill Drain because it's really good. Number 4, Bahamut Shark. Now I got Bahamut Shark on this list mainly because we had a 1 card very similar to the Bahamut Shark that was very powerful last year, which was the Teller Knight Ptolemus. It pretty much makes the Cyber Dragon Vanity of 2016, which is totally awesome. It is OP in a fuck ton of combo decks like that new Minerva deck that plays instant fusions with the 10 goldfish and etc. It made heroes relevant again, and ultimately I believe it should be banned. I'm one of those persons that believe Bahamut Shark should be banned and not the totally awesome, because Bahamut Shark brings out the awesome, and awesome is obviously a card that was meant to be ran in rank 2 decks, because let's be honest, rank 2 monsters outside of Peleozoles are pretty much shit. And even then, Peleozoles, while it is a good deck and one of the better decks of the format, it is not unbeatable. So I believe Bahamut Shark is one of those cards that should be banned because it just makes decks that should not run totally awesome run totally awesome. And I have a problem with that. So yeah, fuck Bahamut Shark, ban that card. Number 3, Majespecter card. Another freaking card I absolutely hate. So many games I played against Pendulum players that just spam out their field, bring out Kirin, and if they didn't have a Kirin, I guarantee I would have won my matches. So yeah, my main reason I have a Kirin is that not only does it bounce back monsters from the field, he can bounce himself back, which is good. He can't be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects, and when you do get rid of him by battle, he's a pendulum, so he can just keep coming back via pendulum summon. The card is too OP, it's searchable. They hit it to 1 because they thought it would solve the problem, but since it's searchable, honestly, just ban the card at this point, Konami. The card is too good to be doing what it's doing. Yeah, there's nothing more to be said about it. Just ban the card. The card is dumb. Number 2, Elder Entity Norden. Now, as I said earlier in this video, I hate cards that make free cards, which is why I said limited 1 Speedroid Terrortop. But I'm saying ban Elder Entity Norden. It's a free rank 4 with instant fusion. That right there in itself, I mean, when I first read this card, I'm like, okay, This card is going to be one of those cards that's out for like maybe one format and ban. Well, no, Konami has let this card be out for a long fucking time. And I don't understand why. It's a free rank format institution. Why is this card legal? Like, it makes zero sense. It's an overly powerful combo card, and it should be banned because this card makes, not that card, but Bahamut Shark, which gives you a totally awesome, which is freaking dumb. And even if they did ban Bahamut Shark, Elden Norden still makes Instant Fusion one of the best top decks in the game, giving people free rank 4s, which they can be used to abuse a lot of combos. And another reason why I think this card should be banned is because it enables future potential OP plays because this card exists. So that means if Konami release a, let's say for example, a card down the line that says bring out Fusion Monster or a Instant Fusion 2.0, this card's gonna be relevant again, so just ban it now, get it out of the way. I know in the OCG, I believe it's banned, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. So TCG, it should just be the same way. So last but not least on my list of cards I feel like should be banned / limited, Vanity's fucking Emptiness. I absolutely hate this card. It wins games by itself, tons of games online, tons of games in tournaments. My opponent makes a strong board, flip over Emptiness, and I just cannot win. It's so unfair, bro. Hey, what can you do? It gives the opponent way too much advantage. Patrick Hoban exploited the hell out of this card in the Dragon Ruler format and showed people why this card is very powerful. Shout out to that nigga. And Konami limited to be to 1, thinking it would do something, which it did, but by limiting this card to 1, it made it a very good luck set card. So at this point, I personally believe Vanity's Emptiness should be banned because it is too damn powerful and it just wins games for people that should not be won. So as a recap to this video, ban Emptiness, ban Norden, ban Kirin, ban Bahamut Shark, ban Skill Drain, limit Omega, limit Desires to 1, limit Strike to 1, limit Dante to 1, limit Speedroid Terrortop to 1. This was my top 10 cards I feel like personally need to be banned / limited. I know there are a lot of cards that are very powerful in today's Yu-Gi-Oh meta that need to be banned / limited, but I'm gonna leave that for you guys to tell me about what cards you personally feel like should be banned / limited in the comment section down below. And as I've been telling you guys for this past week, YouTube has a messed up algorithm, so it is very imperative that you guys smash that like button. The goal for today's video is 100 likes. Let's try to get 100 likes on this video to help promote the channel, because without those likes, my videos will not get out there and the channel growth will be slowed until YouTube fixes their algorithm. So as I always tell you guys, if you're a new viewer to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe for more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. I upload 3 times a week. On Mondays, I do my general discussions. On Wednesdays, I do my top 10s. And on Fridays, I do my Explain series where I explain decks and archetypes in detail. I do these videos because I truly believe in helping you guys become better players. And also these videos because I truly believe in you guys helping me become a better player. This is Chris from Team Innovation, and I am signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, for you guys who do not know, is a spell card that has the effect that says destroy as many monsters as possible on the field.